passion for helping and protecting others. That's how some family members are remembering a security guard shot and killed over the weekend at Legacy Good Samaritan Medical Center. Fox 12's Adrian Thomas joins us now live in Northwest Portland with more reaction to what happened. Adrian.
Well, Pete, the family of 44-year-old Bobby Smallwood tell me he had been working as an unarmed security guard within Legacy Health for about the past year, and prior to that, he was working in hospital administration. Now, Saturday morning, it was a very chaotic scene here at Good Samaritan Medical Center, which ended with Bobby Smallwood being shot and killed and another staff member injured. Tonight, his family is speaking out to remember Bobby and all the lives he touched. Shots were fired inside Legacy Good Samaritan Medical Center shortly before 11 a.m. Saturday, leaving security guard Bobby Smallwood dead and sending law enforcement on a massive manhunt, which ended with police shooting and killing the suspect in Gresham. Smallwood's family tells us he grew up in Tampa, Florida, and loved to read and help others. His sister telling us while this is a very difficult time for all of Smallwood's family in Florida, she's finding strength in many messages she's getting from members of the community in Portland who met Bobby while he was a security guard at Randall Children's Hospital.
And one lady told me that her daughter said she felt safe going to the hospital because her friend Bobby was there.
Smallwood's family says he had completed a mathematics degree from Portland State University and became very involved in Portland State's food pantry program, something they say was the perfect example of the kind of man Bobby was.
For the people that can't do it for themselves, he was there to make sure they were taken care of. Yes. Protected.
A protector whose younger siblings and cousins looked up to. Smallwood's aunt saying the family was always tight-knit.
All the cousins would meet and go from house to house. Bobby loved all his cousins and nephews.
In light of this tragedy, Smallwood's family says his story can teach us all one simple lesson.
Just be kind. And Bobby was very kind-hearted.
Now, police have identified the suspect in this deadly shooting as 33-year-old Pontiac Callis. It's still unclear at this time as to why Callis was in the hospital. In Northwest Portland, Adrian Thomas, Fox 12 Oregon.
All right.